But the school still continues. Reviewer, from Singapore. Yeah. Visit you when you live nearby. Yeah. Yes.
We've been collecting materials from our glasshouse, natural materials, to try and use in the festival. So the whole cornucopia this year is weaved with leaves that we've harvested through the year from our glasshouse. And then we order around 6,000 orchids have come into the glasshouse for the festival. And my team is 5 horticulturists, but a lot of other teams from the garden come and help us. We've got around 100 volunteers that comes and help us prepare the plants and to install them in the glasshouse. So the display is quite specific, that it's not just a floristic display for one event, it has to stay alive for a whole month. So the preparation of the plant is quite careful. We have to keep the environment, the humidity, so we use moss to keep that around the roots. And then the watering is really crucial. So we don't want to overwater them, and that is done, the watering is done just before we put them on display, and then we have to really monitor them depending on our climate control of the glasshouse, but also the weather and how that would impact our display.
So Peru has a large variety of ecosystems, it's very diverse, but all of them are going to be affected by climate change. So the main research we've been conducted has been in the mountains, and what we see there is a reduction of the suitable habitat for many species, because many distributions are going to change, and also some of the, for example, the orchids will have less habitat or area to be there, but also not the pollinators that help these species to survive are going to be affected. So if an orchid living in Peru disappears or it is at risk of extinction and locally disappears, it's going to cause a cascade of events. For example, this plant is pollinated by other animals, some insects, for example, or birds, and those will be affected if they don't have the orchid to survive, because that's feeding, the orchid is feeding these pollinators. So it's not only about one species disappearing, but all the interactions, or the ecological interactions that depend on that plant.
I never leave.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.